My worth is not up for debate. I am enough without anyone's applause. I stopped needing permission to feel whole. My value doesn't rise or fall with opinions. I am the only approval I require. I trust my own reflection over the crowd. My worth was never something to earn. I stay steady under other people's judgment. I am whole before anyone notices me. My confidence doesn't ask for a witness. I no longer shrink for anyone's comfort. My identity is settled, not negotiable. I am secure in my own skin. My worth doesn't flinch at criticism. I define myself, no one else does. I am complete without external proof. My peace isn't borrowed from approval. I honor my own opinion of me. I am unbothered by who doubts me. My worth holds steady no matter what. I release the need for approval. I stop seeking permission to be myself. Other people's opinions do not define me. I am whole without anyone's applause. I trust my own judgment over outside opinions. I no longer perform for anyone's approval. I am enough without anyone agreeing. I stop shrinking to be liked. I stop looking outside myself for worth. I choose myself before the crowd's opinion. I am free from needing anyone's nod. I no longer explain myself to be accepted. I speak my truth without needing agreement. I release the habit of people-pleasing. I let go of the fear of disapproval. My peace does not depend on approval. I stop asking permission to take up space. I am my own validation. I let go of needing to be understood. I am my own biggest fan. I approve of myself without asking. My opinion of me matters most. I trust my own judgment completely. I don't need applause to feel proud. I already know my own worth. I validate myself before anyone else does. I clap for myself in silence. I stopped waiting for permission to shine. I am enough without an audience. My worth isn't up for a vote. I celebrate myself quietly and often. I answer to myself first. I no longer perform for approval. I know my value without proof. I am the only opinion that counts. I release the need to be seen. I define my own success. I feel proud with no one watching. My confidence doesn't require witnesses. I am enough exactly as I am. My inner critic no longer runs my life. I speak to myself with quiet confidence. I trust my own voice over doubt. I quiet the noise and trust myself. I am not the voice in my head. I am secure in who I am. My confidence does not need permission. I choose peace over self-criticism. I am quietly proud of myself. I lead my mind instead of following it. I am the main character of my mind. I mute the critic and choose myself. I choose my own narrative over criticism. I silence the noise and stay soft. I am grounded in my own truth. I speak to myself like someone I love. I release the voice that doubts me. I am worthy before I do anything at all. My worth was never up for debate. I no longer explain myself to feel valid. I am enough without a single achievement. My value doesn't need a resume. I release the need to prove myself. I am worthy simply because I exist. My presence alone is enough. I stop performing for approval. I am done auditioning for love. My worth isn't measured by my output. I take up space without apologizing. I am whole without anyone's validation. My worthiness was never something I earned. I stopped chasing proof of my value. My worth doesn't need an audience. I trust my value without needing evidence. I am secure in who I already am. My worth was never a performance. I stopped changing myself to be liked. My worth stays constant no matter who's watching. I release the need to be understood by everyone. My identity belongs to me alone. I trust my own opinion over the crowd. I am not for public debate. I stay whole even when misunderstood. I define myself before anyone else can. I don't shrink to fit anyone's comfort. My self-image is not a group project. I let go of who they think I am. I no longer perform for rooms I've outgrown. My value does not fluctuate with feedback. I release the audience living in my head. What others think of me is not my concern. I am the only vote that counts. My confidence does not ask for permission. I know exactly who I am. I don't need approval to feel whole. I trust my own judgment above all else. I am grounded in my own identity. I no longer perform for other people. I am whole without anyone's permission. I love who I am becoming. My confidence comes from within, not applause. I am comfortable being fully myself. I don't shrink to make others comfortable. I am rooted in my own truth. I answer to myself, not the crowd. I am at peace with who I am. My identity isn't up for negotiation. I am not shaped by others' expectations. I no longer chase outside validation. I define myself on my own terms. I stop performing for love that's already mine. I no longer shrink myself to be chosen. I stop auditioning for a place in someone's life. Love isn't a reward I have to earn. I receive love instead of chasing it. I rest instead of proving I'm worth loving. My authentic self is enough for love. I stop bending into someone easier to love. I release the role of the perfect partner. I no longer change myself to be accepted. I stop over-explaining myself to be understood. I attract love that asks nothing of me. I am done chasing crumbs of affection. I show up as myself, and that's enough. I no longer compete to be someone's favorite. I trust love doesn't require a highlight reel. I stop earning affection through constant giving. My presence alone is enough, no performance needed. I release the mask I wore to be loved. I am chosen for who I already am. I come home to myself every day. My worth lives inside me, not outside. I approve of myself without asking permission. I am my own safe place to land. I return to myself when the world gets loud. I am whole with or without applause. My value is not up for debate. I trust myself more than outside opinions. I am grounded in who I already am. I am not auditioning for my own life. I belong to myself first. I am the validation I once needed. My peace does not depend on anyone's opinion. I am rooted in self-acceptance, not approval. I accept myself fully right now. I am home within my own skin. I release the need to be chosen. I am secure in my own presence. I am done seeking approval from everyone around me. I honor my own peace over their comfort. I release the need to be liked by all. I say no without over-explaining myself. I am not responsible for managing everyone's feelings. I choose myself before I choose their opinion. I no longer shrink to keep the peace. My worth is not decided by a group chat. I set boundaries and never apologize for them. I stop performing for people who barely notice. I trust my own voice over the crowd. I disappoint people and still sleep just fine. I don't chase approval, I simply show up. My yes means nothing if I can't say no. I explain myself less and live more freely. I honor my needs before I honor expectations. I claim my space without asking permission. I let people misunderstand me and stay calm. I walk away from people who drain me. I speak my truth even when it feels hard. I am my own applause. My confidence exists before anyone notices. I approve of myself first. I don't perform for permission. I trust my own opinion of me most. I no longer outsource my confidence. I feel whole with no one watching. My value doesn't wait for a reaction. I clap for myself before the room does. I am secure without a single spectator. My energy stays steady without praise. I validate myself, and that's enough. I know my worth without a witness. I show up the same, seen or unseen. My confidence isn't rented from other people. I am grounded in myself, not their opinions. I don't need a crowd to feel complete. I already believe in me, applause or not. My self-trust runs deeper than any praise. I release the habit of comparing myself. My path unfolds in its own perfect timing. I stop measuring my life against anyone else's. Comparison has no place in my story. I am inspired by others, never diminished. My worth was never up for comparison. I trust my journey too much to compare it. Other people's wins remind me mine are coming. I stay in my own lane and thrive there. I unfollow anything that fuels comparison. My timeline is not a competition. I celebrate others without losing myself. I am too focused on my growth to compare. Comparison fades when I remember who I am. I honor my pace, not anyone else's. My light does not dim next to anyone else's. I choose my own definition of success. I let go of every mirror that isn't mine. I am building something no one else can copy. I compare myself only to who I was yesterday. I no longer audition to be chosen. My worth is not up for a vote. I choose myself before anyone else can. I release the need to be picked. Being overlooked does not make me less. I refuse rooms that do not want me. I am whole without an invitation. I do not compete for a seat at the table. I trust my own choice of me. I am secure without being anyone's favorite. I do not need a yes to feel complete. I am the prize, not the contestant. I release my need for permission to belong. I stay soft even when I am not picked. My value is not a group decision. I let go of the ache of being chosen last. I am enough even when I am not selected. I release the need to decode who picks me. I am not waiting on anyone's shortlist. I choose me, and that is enough. I choose myself before anyone else does. I stop shrinking to keep others comfortable. I honor my needs without apology. I walk away from what disrespects me. I keep my boundaries non-negotiable. I no longer beg for love that isn't mine. I don't chase what already belongs to me. I stay only where I am valued. I speak up instead of staying silent. I refuse to abandon myself for peace. I trust my no as much as my yes. I release people who need me smaller. I choose peace over proving my worth. I stop over-explaining decisions that are mine. I protect my energy like it's sacred. I am loyal to myself first. I set the standard for how I'm treated. I already have the love I was seeking. I refuse to be anyone's afterthought. I choose honesty over betraying myself. I am at peace with or without applause. My calm does not require anyone's approval. I feel whole even when no one notices. I stay grounded no matter who is watching. My peace is self-sourced, not borrowed. I approve of myself before anyone else does. I am steady even in silence. My worth stays constant without any audience. I feel complete without checking for reactions. I am calm even when misunderstood. My stillness does not depend on validation. I feel content without a single like. I stay centered regardless of who agrees. My inner world stays quiet and unshaken. I no longer need permission to feel at peace. I am unaffected by opinions that are not mine. I choose my own approval over everyone else's. I trust myself over any opinion. I no longer need outside permission. I am the validation I was looking for. My own applause is enough for me. I stopped auditioning for other people's approval. I define my own worth now. My self-respect does not depend on others. I am my own safe place. I choose my own opinion of me. I stopped seeking approval outside myself. I am confident without needing proof. My peace comes from inside me. I trust my own inner compass. I am becoming my own home. I am enough exactly as I am today. I am the only validation I need. I trust my own opinion of myself. I am becoming the version I respect most. I define my own worth, no one else does. I am proud of who I am right now. My identity isn't up for a vote. I am secure in exactly who I am. I choose my own opinion over everyone else's. I am at peace with being fully myself. My self-talk is kind and unwavering. I am enough without explaining myself. I know my worth without asking anyone. I am the source of my own confidence. I don't shrink myself to be liked. I show up as myself every day. I walk into rooms like I belong there. My presence speaks before I say a word. I carry myself with quiet, unshakable ease. I take up space without asking permission. My energy shifts a room the moment I enter. I move slow because I am never rushed. I hold my own gaze without flinching. I sit with ease, never seeking approval. My silence carries more weight than noise. I stand tall without trying to prove anything. My calm is the loudest thing in the room. I glow without needing anyone to notice. I breathe easy in rooms that used to intimidate me. My posture reflects the peace I feel inside. I speak slowly because my words already matter. I am magnetic without performing for anyone. I am noticed without needing to ask. I move through life with quiet confidence. I don't fill silence just to be liked. My aura says everything my mouth doesn't have to. I let my walk speak for my worth. I am the girl money can't resist. Wealth is my natural state. I attract money without chasing it. Success falls into place around me. My bank account matches my confidence. Money moves toward me effortlessly. I am built for abundance. Opportunities line up for me. I am magnetic to wealth. My energy prints money. Abundance is my default setting. I close deals like it's nothing. I turn ideas into income. Wealth follows wherever I go. I am worthy of every dollar I make. My success is inevitable. Money respects my energy. I bet on myself and win. My income grows while I rest. I am the main character of my finances. I make money look easy. Cash flows to me like it's supposed to. I am a magnet for genuine love. My presence makes people want to stay. I attract love that matches my energy. I no longer chase, I attract. I am worthy of a love that stays. My energy draws in the right people. I radiate a magnetism I can't fake. I am chosen without having to prove it. I let love find me easily. I set the standard, love rises to meet it. I am irresistible simply by being myself. My magnetism comes from my peace, not my performance. I attract people who see my worth instantly. I no longer beg for love, I embody it. I am magnetic without even trying. My relationships reflect the respect I give myself. I draw in love that feels calm, not chaotic. I am magnetic because I am whole already. I draw people in with quiet confidence. I attract love without shrinking myself. I am loved for exactly who I am. My glow speaks before I say a word. I release every fear that held me back. I let go of the person I used to be. My doubts dissolve the moment I notice them. I release the fear of being seen. Fear no longer gets a vote in my life. I shed old stories that never fit me. I outgrow versions of myself daily. My old fears do not live here anymore. I trust myself more than I doubt myself. I release what no longer serves my growth. I am done carrying yesterday's insecurities. I close the door on who I was. I release needing to have it all figured out. I am lighter with every fear I release. I let doubt visit but never stay. I choose courage over comfort every time. I release